Alright guys, so I'm heading to this next service call. It's about a 20-minute drive to this guy's house. It's I gotta go up 75 north, but this guy's a great customer. And the Benadryl's kicking in. Shit for my eyes. My allergy medicine, but this, I just need to rebuild the toilet. He said he needs a fill valve and a flapper, so it should be pretty easy. But I've eaten those words before, my friends. I've eaten many times. I've eaten those words, so we'll keep our fingers crossed, hope for the best, and head that way, Jackson. It's getting hot, man. I could fry an egg on my goddamn tailgate back there when it's open. It's supposed to be almost 90 today, man. 88 degrees. The humidity's not too bad, but another day. $3.69 a gallon. Fucking Sleepy Joe. According to you guys, he's not, you know, he's not so sleepy. He's like a fox, you know. He's up to all kinds of shit, making millions behind the scenes, acting like he's got dementia, but he's a criminal, you know, according to most of you. Yeah. On the one hand, you're saying he's incompetent, and then the next sentence is he's got all these fucking schemes going, you know, he's a fucking criminal mastermind. Don't make no sense, man. Alright guys, so I've got a banjo top on this cabinet, a total washlet that he says his son-in-law put in while they were here visiting, and the toilet hasn't worked properly since. So the bolts look good on the bottom of the tank. The flapper looks a little old, and the ball cock is running over. So I'm just going to put a new ball cock in here and a new flapper, and he'll be all set. That's it. That's the plan, man. Yeah. You got any other issues you want me to look at?
That's it. And everything you did so far is holding up.
Nice. Yeah, we did 2 heaters.
Yeah, that's right too. You did. You fixed that big tub too. That's
yeah.
They use that every day, the little girls.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a bastard getting that.
Oh, I know. You were in there like 45 minutes messing with that damn thing.
Yeah. I watch a guy on YouTube. His name's Mikey Pipes. Mm-hmm. And he had the same issue in his bathroom, same faucet, you know, mowing rough body, and he was fighting to get that son of a bitch out. It took him a while, and he's all dressed up. He thought he was home, you know. He thought he was going to just knock that thing out, and it knocked him out. Because it's got a plastic nut, and I don't really like them, so we'll get you tightened up, my friend. Like a champ, man. Boy, that guy's pretty tight to that. off angle, guys. Really perfected the art of this. Put it right in the bucket so it's waterproof. How you like that? Every time I come here, this guy's got some really cool music playing, man. Cool guy. Retired. Greek guy. It's tight in here, guys. He's got CPVC. This house has been repiped. Started out with copper. Like so many in Florida. I thought that was one of those goofy valves, man. I should take my damn shades off, y'all. I was wondering why it was so dark in here. I see a lot of guys changing the location of the handles on valve, and I just don't understand why the factory doesn't, you know, when the valve shut off, the handle should be in a position that you can unscrew this, but they do the complete opposite of the way it should be. I don't get it, you know what I mean, mate? I don't know what the fuck is the problem with them up there. They just... I do not like these bidets seats because they're a total liability, man, to be honest. It's still pliable, but it's showing some signs of wear and tear. So whenever I let me get this up here. Whenever I replace a flapper, yeah, whenever I replace a flapper, I always run a rag or a paper towel or something. I've got some paper towel here, but I'd rather use a rag so nothing gets loose. and clog something up or port on around the rim. But I just like to make sure that that seat is clean, because over the years you can definitely get some buildup on that, you know. So I just like to have a nice clean seat, kind of like when I go to the bathroom, you know. Okay. Now if I put this in, because this is a different ball cock and I'm really not sure how this guy works, but I can tell you that this tank is not very tall, so I'm gonna go with this adjustment. Now you can't adjust it when it's in the tank, you can't spin this, but the way you do that is you actually push this up and then you can pull it. See? That's a last resort. That's if you install it and it's not in the right position. I need to come up just a little bit so I can spin it. That's probably gonna be about right. I'm gonna go ahead and try this. So that wonderful tool that I made for putting ball cocks in, yeah, I fucking ran it over in my driveway. These banjo tops, man, can be tough because you can't see. Can't get my fat head in there, man. The struggle is real, my friend. The struggle is real for fathead people. There should be like a support group for fatheads, you know. So because I crushed my last one, the plastic one that I made, I'm back to Old Faithful here. That's gonna be good enough. And like I said, with the PVC, CPVC, you want to, you really don't want any pressure on that, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this guy back in here, like so. I'm thinking Mr. Krikos is a dem. He's jamming He's jamming to some, whatchamacallit. Some Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, man. From back in the day. See, I can put a nice loop in this because it's long. This seat's making it a little difficult to get in. I've pretty much gone to the metal nut up here on a toilet supply hose. That should be good. Probably should be using the whatchamacallit. Okay, so guys, one thing that you don't want to do, obviously, some people still do this. You never just stick this tube in like that. That's not how you do it. They give you the fitting with a ball cock. What that will do is the tank will siphon out to the end, to the level of the end of that tube perpetually. It'll cycle on and off. There needs to be an air gap. Damn, they make these things tight. So I've already wiped this seat off down there, and honestly I just can't see in there because I can't get my head in far enough to see this tank, but let's see the bottom. I like the old ones where they actually flipped up, you know. I mean, I can barely get my arm in here to put this flapper on. I'm gonna have to use my left hand. every once in a while, guys, it's good to switch hands, you know. Can't see, man. I'm working totally blind here. Alright, so I need to come up a couple links. That's good, man. Let me get this guy filling. I see a lot of toilets that people, they buy the stuff from Home Depot and it's got a little shut-off valve on this, and a lot of times it's closed. But if you're not refilling the bowl, which that's what this stream of water is for, if it's not filling the bowl up completely, and then, you know, the toilet's not going to flush right, man. You're going to use half the flush just to bring the water up in the bowl high enough to drip over the waterfall. You know what I'm saying? So there is a water line on here. I'm hoping this guy stops right at that water line. Should be, you can see the stain. It's about a 1/4 inch past that stain. Bada bing. Right at the tip of the arrow, man. Now the main thing is to just make sure it flushes. Boy, this thing takes up a lot of room. Good to me, man. You can see the arrow right here. That's perfect, man. All right, George, you're all set, my friend.
You got it already. Yeah, good deal.
Yeah. I replaced that supply hose on the toilet just because it's standard procedure for me. I don't trust the old plastic nuts that come, you know, especially if it's old. I just don't trust this.
Yeah. Well,
and I also put a longer one in here so that it's not putting any pressure on that CPVC coming out of the wall.
Okay.
So you should be fine.
Good deal. Yeah, whatever you had to do, I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's all good now. You're in good shape.
Oh, you know, I got a question for you. I'm going to replace all these toilets next time around.
Okay.
And I want to put those higher ones in, but see this thing here?
Yep.
I don't know.
What's the measurement to the bottom of it? You need 31 1/4, I believe.
Yeah, I'd have to see what I thought. I don't know if this company, this coring company, can cut that.
Yeah, they can and polish that off.
Finish that edge, or if I have to get a granite.
No, I mean, if you're happy with these countertops,
Yeah, they're
that
fine.
definitely can be cut.
Okay, I'll call
And
them.
they'll just polish it out, the edge of it, because it's solid surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the good thing
Well,
about
don't you think it'd be a good idea though? Before I
yeah,
change the
yeah.
toilet out, before I change them out, to put the higher ones in.
What do you mean, before you change what out?
I'm gonna change all the toilets. I got 3 toilets.
Right, we can put that in, but I do that after you get the...
Yeah, after I get that, because I want the toilet's gonna be higher.
Yeah. And you can buy them at Home Depot, man. They've got a great deal on them.
Or what?
On like a Kohler 2-piece Highline toilet, comes all in one box.
Yeah, but I wonder which ones they make that flush good.
They're all engineered flushing. The ones that I buy, they're around $200.
Yeah.
And they flush like a
You
champ.
buy them
I get them at Home Depot. But you can buy them and bring them home, and I'll be happy to put them in.
Okay.
Pick up 3 of them, but then, yeah, you can just cut this.
Get that done first.
Yep. And they should be able to use a grinder. Those guys are really good. They just need to square a line up and
I wonder
cut it.
if they can do it here, or better to maybe do it over this way, you know, like around it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe right here somewhere where you have a little bit of a shelf, because unfortunately this line right here, this point, does not end up even with that.
I see that, you're right.
So you'd end up with a kind of a weird looking thing. I think you'd be better off leaving a little space here with a rounded corner like this, same detail.
Yeah.
And you'd be all set.
Yeah, well,
But this Corion's nice stuff.
I'll call
man.
them. I don't know who. I'll have to look who works with that. I don't know who works.
Yeah, there was a company. What the hell was their name? You just have to look up any cabinet countertop people.
Yeah.
They'll be able to say, no, we don't do it, but we know who does.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay.
So guys, it's very important if you have a bucket, you know, to catch water from a toilet. Very, very important to make sure it doesn't have a crack in the bottom of it. Which that one did. So I got a little bit of water to wipe up here. Guys, I'm a lot dumber than I look, and I know that's hard to believe, but hey George, what are you listening to, man? You got the best music playing every time I come here.
That's just Pandora.
Yeah, that's what I have. I've got some good channels.
I got a towel. You got a towel.
What's the
That's
the genre?
what is that one? Something 60s.
Yeah, man, I grew up with that
That's what
music.
that is.
You know,
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
was always playing in the background
Yeah.
in my house.
That's what that is. That's 60s.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I leave it on all day. When I'm home.
I noticed it every time I come here. I'm like, George is jamming to some good music, man. Good for
That's
you.
what I
I love it.
I listen to music in the day, and at night I watch a movie. That's what I do.
There you go.
That's what I used to do with my wife.
Your son's not just around the corner, right?
Yeah, Nick, yeah.
Okay, my friend, you're all set.
Good deal.
Yeah, I did some work for him.
Yeah, I gave him your number.
Yep, we got him all set. Alright guys, so we're all set here. I gotta dry this up a little more, looks like. Anyways, we're done. So, I just had some lunch. I'm on my way back to my house, and I always drive by this church that's got a little billboard out in front, and it's always got a open-ended, thought-provoking question,
And today as I drove by, it said, what will it take? And you could gather 100 people, and 100 people would probably have 100 different answers. But what that made me think of immediately, what will it take? What will it take to stop our fucking kids from getting killed in these schools, getting shot to death, blown apart by assault style weapons that have no use in our society? That's what it made me think of. You guys ponder that for a minute. What would it make you think of? What will it take to get Joe Biden out of fucking office?